Working with monogram lettering is a lot of fun inside the Floriani software. To get started working with monogram lettering, you want to select your monogram tool here. The moment you select the monogram tool and you click on inside your design page, you'll notice that it will bring up a series of three letters, the A, B, C. You'll notice that over here in your properties box that those letters are also appear, and you'll notice that the B is automatically made larger, the middle letter here. Whenever you are creating the monogram text, it's always best to use this monogram tool, and then you can come in here and you can select the letters that you want. Let's see here, and you select apply. You do have the ability to change it into any of the different font styles, and it will automatically format it for you. So it's kind of neat to kind of play around with this. Let's go ahead and let's find some of these that are called monogram. So you have these mono options here. Go ahead and select those. Let's go ahead and play around with a little bit. If you select a font, like in this case, and then you use the down arrow on your keyboard, you'll notice that it will scroll through the letters and you're able to see a thumbnail preview as you're scrolling through it. Let's say we just want to click on this new wave here. So you can see that it automatically puts it in here. You do have the ability to change the height of it. Let's say we wanted this to be 15 millimeters instead of 20, and I'll hit apply and you can see it made it smaller. Spacing between the letters, you can modify that a little bit too, and it's going to modify the spacing between letters. One of the other neat things that I wanted to bring to your attention here is that you'll notice as you scroll through these fonts that when you get down toward the bottom, you'll notice that there are these green M's. These are special fonts that are made just for monogramming, and you'll notice that the moment that you select one of these, it does it in a little bit different format, but you also get, it unlocks this option for decor items. So what it is each font that has this green M has a series of elements or embellishments that will go around and work with the monogram. So in this case, for the backhand, I can come in here, select the drop down for the decor, I can select one, hit apply, and you'll notice that it automatically formats it around that text. So I can come in here and choose any one of these options and it will apply that around the text. So the monogram text. So it's really kind of neat. We can go ahead and let's select another one of these. Let me see here, and you'll notice that this font has different options available. So these little embellishments are made specifically for these fonts. So as we go through, you'll see there's a bunch of different options here. So you have a lot of flexibility, a lot of capabilities in working with monograms, especially when you're using these monogram monogram letters. And so you'll definitely want to play around with those and explore the different options that are available, the different looks that you're able to get with it. Now, you do have some other options for your standard text, the ones that don't have the green, that I'd like to show you here. You do have some embellishments that you can put around these as well. Let's go ahead and select a different font. We're just going to use this Bookham. We still have our letters here. You do have monogram designs. And these monogram designs are digitized in a way that they work well with monogram lettering. So I can come in here, let's say that I wanted to place these little wings into this design. You'll notice that it brings it up on the screen. Now these aren't sized specifically. They don't modify specifically with the size of your text, but you can resize these. They are separate objects. So you do have a lot of capabilities with them. And say I don't like that one, I can delete it. I can come back up to my monogram designs, and let's say that I wanted to use any one of these, but let's go ahead and use this one right here. So you can see I brought that one in. I can reposition it, put it above the text. Let's go ahead and to fit, and you can see that it's just a little bit different of a monogram design. So you have a lot of capabilities and work with monograms. So there's a lot of different tools that are available. And when it comes to editing and modifying the monogram fonts, it's very similar, basically identical to working with the standard text. You have the ability to adjust the different, the spacing between letters by using these yellow diamonds. You have the ability to modify the actual each individual letter, where I can make the D maybe a little bit bigger. Let's say I want it a little bit smaller. Let's say that I want to rotate it a little bit. I could do that as well. You do have a lot of functionality available with working with any text, regardless if it's monogram or regular text. I can come in here and I can adjust the shape of it a little bit. You can see that there's a lot of capabilities built into the editing of your text in general, and I can make it proportionally bigger or smaller. I have the ability to stretch it out. You'll want to make sure that you play with the different settings available when you have the monogram tool selected with your monogram lettering. You do have other options of adjusting little features in here, like your commands that you can do a trim between letters. You also have the ability to change the color between characters. You have a lot of different options available. There is a lesson on just modifying text, a video lesson. You'll definitely want to look at that because it'll go into a lot of the editing features. But for this tutorial, just wanted to show you how to create monogram text and make sure that you're aware of these green M monogram fonts down here that have the ability to add a little bit of a decor option to each monogram. So it's kind of neat. There's a lot that you can do with the monogram lettering. So take the time to explore it and to play around with it. You'll find a lot of uses for a lot of the different monograms inside of the software.